Welcome to Advertising Champions, your go-to destination for insights into the dynamic world of advertising. I'm Tony Stanol, and with us today is John Follis of Follis, Inc. Welcome, John.
Thank you, Tony. Good to see you.
Good to see you. We've known each other a long time, as we were reminiscing a minute ago, but tell the audience a little about your background, and then I want to get your insights into what you're seeing today, because we've both been in the industry a while.
Yeah. Well, a while is the key word in that phrase. I started my career probably about the time that you did. I'm not sure how old you are, but I worked in the business mostly in New York in the 80s, 90s, and then early 2000s. First, getting fired from some of the top agencies in New York, and then starting my own agency, which actually turned out to be very successful.
Mm-hmm. Right, and that was a famous name too, right?
If you say so.
I mean, I remember it from the I don't know, 90s or whatever it was.
It depends how old you are, Tony, to determine whether it was famous. Yeah, when we started out in the early 90s, we did develop quite a reputation in New York and even around the country, because we in the early 90s, we were the second most award-winning agency in New York. And we had, I think, maybe 12 people. So we were beating out all of the mega agencies.
Right. And you've been cited by the White House and the UN for the quality of your work. Is that some of your... I got invited. I had the unique honor of being invited to the White House, which was a total shock. I mean, usually people that get invited and honored at the White House are people who have invented something, or, were some kind of war veteran, but usually not creative advertising guys. But we did a campaign for child abuse prevention that ran nationally during NBA games, NBA playoff games. And the spots were seen by about 24 million people. And all I can assume that was that one of the people who saw those spots and liked them was the president of the United States, because about 2 months later, I got an invitation to come to the White House and be one of a couple dozen people to be honored for the work, the nonprofit work that I was involved with. Very nice. Yeah. Now, in my intro, I used the word dynamic in relation to the advertising industry, and one of the constants that I've noticed is change over the years, and that continues through today with the performance marketing, digital marketing, AI, and so forth. What are some of the things that you're seeing that are noteworthy to you?
Well, of course, the big thing right now is AI. And I think one of the things that enabled me to have such a long and successful career was the fact that, unlike many of my peers in the industry, I paid attention to the trends that were going on. Like back in the early 90s, it was the internet, and right now it's AI. And if I was still active in the business, which I'm not, I would be all over AI.
Thanks for being with us today.
My pleasure.
And thank you for joining us on this episode of Advertising Champions. You could find more podcasts of ours and those like it at dailynewsnetwork.com. And we'll see you next time.
We've been around for 16 years, working with clients, with thousands of clients. We're working with agencies to be able to scale them and grow them and provide them services that would cost them way more than it would for them to do it themselves. Anything oriented around lead generation, video creation, web design, we're full service, so we can really serve most people.